let's move on. So this is tfes.org, which is the other Flat Earth Society. I don't know, it's kind of ironic that they're both the Flat Earth Society, but there's two to pick from. Ooh, you can buy a bag? You can buy posters? Give me a second. So $15.99, $15.49 for my t-shirts. So if you're looking for a t-shirt, don't go to the Flat Earth Society. Hop on over to shop.spreadshirt.com/hiith, or hiith, I don't know how to pronounce that. Link in the description so you don't have to type that in. I don't remember adding all this stuff. This must have been automatically added to my thing because there are very few things that I actually... See, this is what I wanted. Like, you put this on a baby bib and a bodysuit, and it's funny. Like, oh, he's technically an atheist because he doesn't believe in anything. I'll try to fix that by the time this is posted. Let's look at the theory. Can we search Southern Stars? Okay, I think this is what I'm looking for. Could someone well-versed in the current flat earth theory... There is no current flat earth theory, because it's all over the place, and people... Some explanations that the flat earth theory has will contradict other explanations, so no two flat earthers believe the same thing. Explain the rotation of stars across the night sky, travel the same distance apart from each other, and the rotational opposite direction between northern and southern hemispheres. That's a big question, and in my mind, one of the biggest pieces of evidence against the flat Earth. Okay, so apparently we need to look at the wiki. Under the monopole model, P-Brain explains the counter... Oh, this guy... I've seen some of this before. Uses the sun's crepuscular rays as an example for how motion and perspective can seem to cause anti-rotations in two different directions, much like how spinning it off is... No! I haven't watched his whole video, but this doesn't make sense. He basically says, oh, there are anti-crepuscular rays, so the exact same thing happens in the southern hemisphere stars. He doesn't explain how, he doesn't explain why, he doesn't even really explain what crepuscular rays or anti-crepuscular rays are, because he doesn't actually seem to understand the concepts. From what I understand, this is a very roundabout way of saying southern stars are caused by perspective. The observer is seeing a wide range of stars squished into a small area by perspective. But it would not cause all of the stars to rotate around a point in the southern hemisphere. It would still be going across the sky in the southern hemisphere. It wouldn't be going... There would be no southern celestial pole. It would not cause everybody to see the same southern stars. Rotation opposite from northern rotation appears as a mirrored anti-rotation due to opposite converging perspective elements. I don't like this word salad. What you've said makes no sense. Opposite converging perspective elements. That does not cause a rotation. You simply wouldn't be able to see all of the southern stars next to each other on the flat Earth. Okay, I'm getting ahead of myself because, again, he explains, how can two people on opposite sides of the Earth in Australia and South America both see the same South Pole star simultaneously? It is questioned whether it is the case that the observers see the same stars simultaneously due to the time difference. It may be that they see the stars alternately. His answer to the question, a very genuine question, is nuh-uh. Perspective wouldn't cause a star that's zooming around you to be going in a circle in front. You see, I don't think that I'm ever going to get a good answer. That's just not how it works. I don't know why I decided to do this to myself. The stars could be technological metallic spheres flying/orbiting around. Is this guy serious? Here's what he linked. He even says himself, this hypothesis doesn't seem to line up with video footages of high altitude weather balloons in space. He more or less debunked himself. Let's look at investigations. I forgot what we were looking at earlier, but let's go to investigations. The gravity conundrum. It just passed my mind. We are always told that gravity is why we stick to the round Earth and not matter where we are on the Earth. It appears flat, but it isn't. If there were no gravity, we would fly off. So no moon, no gravity to speak of. Same characteristics as Earth. If we are to believe the moon landings and footage, why would you believe the moon landings and footage? You're a terrible flat earther. I'm finding it hard to follow his train of thought. So he just doesn't understand the concept of gravity. You could walk on the moon and your blood would not rush to your head. Don't have the feeling of being upside down. My question is why? The same reason why people are in Australia and they live just fine. I'm sure they do a decent job of explaining it, but downward is technically towards the center of the Earth. So if I were on the opposite side of the world, gravity would be doing the same thing, pulling me towards the center of the Earth. And it wouldn't make sense for me to be standing on my head, so I'll just put my feet on the ground. The force would be acting on me and every object in the same way. There's no technical top or bottom to the Earth. What experiments could I do in a home setting to prove that the Earth is flat? You see, it's hard to tell with the forum whether or not the guy speaking or responding is a flat earther or a round earther, because you have both on both websites apparently. Observe an object disappear into the distance. Does it vanish bottom first? Can you see farther from a higher altitude? These are actually good suggestions. Watch a lunar eclipse. Good point. Although it's going to be very difficult to make your own Foucault pendulum. So, yeah, I guess they discuss it further, but this is some actual good stuff. But the thing is, none of it matters, because flat earthers have done all of this. They've seen the results. They've seen that it is consistent with the round Earth, and then proceed to add ad hoc explanations for anything and everything, because that's just what you do as a flat earther. Ad hoc hypotheses. When they do tests and make observations, it's not to really see what's going on. It's more to either reaffirm their preconceived notions or as an attempt to add plausible deniability. Anyhow, that's gonna do it for this video. I hope it was fun. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you got something out of it, because I didn't. But thank you for watching. I'll see you in another one. Unless you don't want to watch another one, in which case, that's fine. I'm not mad. Just disappointed.